All right, y'all, here we go with round 3 of the Beating Bam playoff prelims. This is the last and final qualifying round in order to make the final round 4. So only the top 20 are going to move on. Your final score after the first 3 rounds are going to carry into that final round. But again, only the top 20 will make it. So all 4 of these guys are definitely in the running. We got Adam, Nori Jesus, Reese, and MM93. So completely stacked card. Can't wait to watch these guys play. I know I'm going to learn a lot just by putting this together, seeing some of their lines, some of their disc selections. So hopefully y'all enjoy this. Before we get into their rounds, let's get to know them a little bit, ask them the same questions as the previous 2 rounds. So for Adam, he is a 28-year-old from Canada, probably one of the best Canadian players in the game. How easy is it to beat Bam? It's butter, he says. His strength in the game is his shot shaping and creativity. Definitely a true statement there. His weakness is his aggressiveness. I feel like Adam and I have some similarities for sure. And then Nuri Jesus, we got a 29-year-old from Tampere, Finland. I don't know if I said that right. How easy is it to beat Bam? It's mush. I take it that means it's really easy. His strength is his consistency, but his weakness is also that base level of that consistency. And then moving on to Reese, 32-year-old from Nashville, Tennessee. How easy is it to beat Bam? Sunday morning, so super easy, super smooth. He can do it in his sleep. But his strength in the game, playing under pressure, I think we all know that about Reese. And then his weakness is recovering from a bad round. I really enjoy just hearing these players say their own strengths and weaknesses. I feel like it's been pretty eye-opening for a few of them, but awesome to hear. Awesome to learn more about these guys. And then moving on with Mark, he's 32-year-old from Germany. How easy is it to beat Bam? Mark says, easy peasy, banana squeezy. I thought that was pretty hilarious. Mark's strength is also his consistency, and then his weakness is getting those hard-to-get eagles, and then also the trick shots that so many other players are really good at. All right, let's get into the rounds. We're starting with Adam, hole number 1. So there we go, the scores. Adam and Nuri Jesus, -24. Reese and Mark, -23. So really close. Starting off with a tough hole here on K-hole Park 6. Adam's going backhand water skip paradigm. Ooh, he splits the gap perfectly, and this is going to be an easy peasy banana squeezy eagle to start off for Adam. Moving on to -26 after that eagle. Here we go with Nori Jesus. He's going to throw his water skip world on a forehand, try to hit that gap. Should be a pretty straight pull here, I think. Maybe a touch of hyzer, I was going to say. Oh, it catches trees. Is it going to get through? Go. Wait, what did that hit? I thought he was past the rock. I want to rewind that and see. That was a oh, he's still in bounds. So lucky. So he got really bad luck and then really good luck to stay in bounds, and he nails the eagle. Nice. So he stays on par with Adam, both -26. Here we go with Reese. Reese going with his own artwork on his stamp there, the glide skip world. Not world, Rive. I'm not sure why I said Rive. I've heard Reese talk about this hole before. Oh no! And how it's not worth playing it risky, just play it for the birdie, and then that backfired big time on him. What a horrible start for Reese. Just a bad luck. All he was doing was throwing it out there, hoping to maybe get close enough for a tough throw in for eagle, but at worst a birdie. Now he's sitting in a tough spot, having to consider a really tough throw in just to get birdie here. So horrible break, flipped up and rolled right into the water. So sometimes even playing it safe can backfire on you, and that's the case here with Reese. So he's going to start out with a par and stay at -23 while the other two have gotten eagles and pulling away a little bit. So bummer for Reese there. Let's see what Mark does. I think, let's see. He goes water skip paradigm. So it looks like he's going to have a similar play as Adam, just kind of the backhand paradigm. Have it kind of turn. Oh, he's powering it down a little bit. Let's see. think Adam went full power. So we got quite a bit of turn. He powered it down and it did not get enough turn. See if it gets up. Okay, it gets up and dry, so at least he doesn't lose a stroke in the water, but it's going to be a really tough eagle for him. He pulls out his nice point round competition stamped sinus. Sweet looking disc there, designed by Westy. Helped me out a little bit with those, or a lot of bit with those stamps. And Mark with the birdie for hole number 1.
Alright, Adam keeping his tee box with the fantastic tapping eagle on KP6. Now let's see how these dudes play the most disgusting hole in the game, Enzo 1. Adam going with glide skip Enigma flex shot in this horrible wind. Gets the skip. Does it stay in bounds? Yes, it does. Another tapping eagle. Well done. 2 for 2. Clean start for Adam. Next up, Nori. Taking his time, possibly throwing up a little bit from seeing Enzo 1 and this nasty wind. Looks like he's going with glide skip drive on a backhand. Interesting choice for sure, but just might work in this wind. A little right or a little left, I don't know what he was going for. Never tried that. 75 meters, accurate sticky MD1 on the backhand. Looking really good. Oh, just a little high. Birdie on this hole in this wind is never that bad, really. Enzo 1 can always screw you over. Here's the GOAT, the legend, the man, MM93 Mark. He's got the glide skip paradigm on his hands. Really popular choice on this hole, and I can see why. Shapes really well for this hole. A lot of flex on this. Gotta be careful with these super flippy discs. Looking a little right. Can I get lucky? Nope. Onto the drop zone. Accurate sticky sinus for the GOAT of throw-ins. Just gonna go straight at it with this overstable disc, lining it up really carefully, as he usually does. One of the most consistent players ever. Not this time though, can't make them all. Getting a par. Rough start for the GOAT. Next up, Captain Reese, Mr. Dick Cheese, glide skip Enigma, same as Adam. Changes his mind, goes with waterscape glide Captain, slight anhyzer. Just eliminates the possibility of going out of bounds. Well, not really. There's always a chance with Enzo 1. Reese just laying up here. Oh, he clipped that little rock there. Kinda lucky to stay in bounds. Yeah, Reese just lays those up. He's a smart boy. Birdie for Reese.
All right, Adam back on the tee. Already some separation taking place, just 2 holes in, but he's played perfectly. Looks like he's thinking about this hole. Switches to his big skip strive. Curious how people play this hole because I stink at it. Oh, I think he catches some collision there. Oh, but he stays safe, short of the water. I don't know if he was trying to do that. I think he might have been trying to skip across, but it worked out either way. Let's see if he can get this throw in from 33 meters with this sinus. Straight pull. Watching the... Gonna adjust his aim a little bit. Down to that second Wi-Fi symbol and nails it dead center. Adam continues to be hot. Minus 30. Nori Jesus up. Pulls out his big skip paradigm. Again, the trick here is keeping it low enough to get through without any collision or without hitting the ground. Looks like he's accomplished that. Oh, this is... Man, he made that look easy. And that might be the play for this hole. So there you have it. Paradigm nice and low. One big skip across. Tap in eagle. minus 29 for Nori Jesus. And here we go with Reese. He's powering down a little bit, so I'm imagining he's playing this safe. Just trying to get up kind of close to the bank without going in. Yes, so he counts more on the throw in. Doesn't risk trying to skip it across. See if he can get this throw in. Going with his accurate sticky gatekeeper. No, he switches it up from 142. Got a 1 win, so a lot of these guys feel pretty confident that they can make it from this distance, but a little elevation change makes it more complicated. Drop. Oh man, right off the top of the basket. Tough break there. Goes with his keystone for a 74-foot throw in for his birdie. Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding. Nothing against whoever made the layout, but that's why I don't like these kind of holes in events. Here goes Mark. That was just nothing Reese could have done about that. Freaking bury like in the basket that kept it from going in. That was dead center chains. So Mark going with a paradigm as well. And again, that's why people probably don't lobby for Smoothie Land to be in multiplayer, just because of stuff like that you have no control over. Dang, Mark with the tap-in eagle.
NB7, Adam still on the tee, just playing perfectly. Accurate skip. Fortress. Lots of Anheuser, trying to skip it up there. Looking perfect once again, and he gets the skip. Nice. Next up, Nori. Glide, skip, paradigm. Trying to hit that gap on the right side. It's gonna just stay straight all the way. Some collision, but it doesn't really matter. Gets way up there. Perfect. Mark. Glide, water skip, world. Also trying to go for the right gap. Just a little bit of Anheuser. It's a small gap, but if you hit it, it goes automatically where you want it to go. Uh-oh. Just barely stays in bounds. Did not get unlucky this time. And now Mr. Dick Cheese. What an ugly disc. Nah, just kidding. Reese is prettier than most girls I've been with. Accurate skip Sambo with his own face on the disc. Perfect. Straight in the middle. Reese having a rough round so far. He could play those holes 100 times over, and only a few of those times would go as bad as this time. 300 feet for Reese. Oh, what are we doing? Reese having a break, scratching his ass. Here we go. Shift with the kitty cat stamp. Just go straight. Easy. 63 feet. He might actually make this time because there's no blueberries blocking the basket. There we go. There we go. Now Adam from 105 meters. Glide, water skip, paradigm. Good choice. He is not behind the bush. Easy work for him. He never misses these. Now Nori, who's way up there, 84 meters, just goes with the sticky sapphire on a forehand. Flex. Easy. Nori moving up to minus 30. There we go. Now Mark from kind of a weird spot. Gotta flex something or throw something really flippy. He goes with the, what is this? Accurate glide fortress. So it's gonna be a flex shot. Fortresses are kind of overstable if I remember correctly, yes. Oh, hits the tree. stays in bounds. This is a very difficult spot. Gotta go high over the rock. Backhands, forehands, flex forehands, flippy backhands, turnover backhands. Lots of options for NB7 first and second shots, and no room for bad shots. Fantastic hole in my opinion. Mark almost made it. That would have been incredible. Takes a par, even Mark is just a human sometimes.
All right, Adam and Nori pulling away a little bit. Adam with 4 perfect holes. Moving on to hole 5. Tough wind, 3 wind, tail, right to left. He chooses a forehand route. Needs to get to the right. What's going to happen here? Oh, he's safe. Not a spot where he normally is, but looks like he's got a look. All right, Nori, see what he chooses to do here. Goes with this trusty Paradigm. Great disc for this shot, for this wind. Straight pull, a little bit of turn, and then not going to fade near as much as some other discs in that big tailwind. That looks great. Oh, it could have been even better, just a couple feet right, but still he's going to have a look for eagle there. Reese off the tee after Mark got the par on the last hole. See what Reese chooses. He's choosing to go forehand as well. It's weird, it's green on the bottom, but it was white. And it's green when it flies. I'm not sure what's going on there. But it's a great disc. Or a great shot, I mean. Gonna have a look as well. Mark currently has his glide skip ride. It looks like that's his weapon of choice here in a tough big tailwind, so he's gonna have to put some anhyzer on this. Aims nice and low. Get some good turn out of it. See what happens. You never know here. Big skip up. Nice. Oh, what a shot. He's gonna have a great look. All right, let's go back over to Nori for his throw-in chance with his fuse. Aiming to the right a little bit rather than straight at it because of that straight right to left wind. And oh, missed opportunity there. It does stay dry though, so he'll get the birdie and bump him down to minus 31. Nothing wrong with a birdie on that hole. Adam with his funky look from this left side here, trying to figure out what to do since he's probably hasn't spent a lot of time here. Pulls out his sinus, gonna try to toss it through that gap and just kind of leave it somewhere near the basket. He does it perfectly. And another flawless hole for Adam. I don't know if I'd say flawless, but it worked out for birdie there. And he's minus 32 leading the pack. Here we go with Reese. He really needs a throw in here. No surprise there, he pulls out his fuse. Again, aim to the right a little bit with this big tail, right to left. Looks like he's second guessing his aim point a little bit. 153, pulls it back to that kind of 150 power. Maybe a little farther, and oh no. I thought it was in. Reese just not getting any breaks. Gets the birdie. Minus 26. Here we go, Mark with the best look for eagle. Let's see if he can get it done from 36 meters with his fuse. Watching that sway a little bit. Lets it go and nails it. Great shot by Mark, minus 28.
MM93 might as well be MM69 because that eagle was sexy as Champions Landing 4 2022 version glide skip Paradigm. Gotta be careful not to turn this over and go OB right. And instead he goes way too much to the left. Even the dead skip does not save this man. 37 meters for a par save. Adam glide water skip Paradigm over the bush. Most likely not going out of bounds. Still goes out of bounds. This green is slick as a baby seal. Next up, Nori. This is the hold up. Glide skip Paradigm. All players throwing similar shots over the bush. This looks a little better, but too much to the right, but it's safe. Now two-time world champion Reese, glide skip Enigma. Again, just over the bush. Everyone has the same aim point pretty much. And it's too much to the right. Kind of surprising not to see no one go for the big Anheuser shot, but all these guys know what they're doing. Nori from 73 meters with the Sticky Explorer is super accurate with this disc. Powers it down just a little bit. Looking really good. A little short. Zaps in the par. A Reese from 188. Accurate sticky core on a forehand. Touch of Anheuser. Gonna miss to the right, but it's gonna stay in bounds with that sticky attribute. I hate these bushes. Alright, Reese, put it in. There we go. Mark from 37 meters has the fuse in his hands, trying to save this par. And just a little low, unlucky. I think he makes those like 95% of the time. Now Adam, same thing, trying to save his par after going out of bounds, somewhat unluckily. 33 meters with the sinus. Gonna miss to the right. Stayed in. Nice. Well done.
All right, after a little basket love for Adam, moving on to hole 7. Rough hole for the pack on the last ones. They're hoping to get some strokes here. He's going with a big flex Enigma, glide skip Enigma. Looks like he overturns a little bit, but you can get through here. He should be able to work with that. Not the best, but I think he can still get up and down for eagle with a good second shot. Nori with the Paradigm, kind of similar approach as Adam. Looks like he's trying to figure out what kind of aim he wants. Not quite a full ante, so probably going to be a little better. There we go. That is right where you want to be. Does it get through the trees? Oh, this is deep. He might even run it from down here. We'll see. What a shot from Nori there. Mark off the tee. No, Reese, I mean. Sorry. Big skip arrive. Big full Anheuser. Another great shot. That's going to skip down. Gets a big skip. And I wouldn't be surprised if all these guys get the eagle. We'll see how Mark does off the tee. Goes with the Paradigm as well. A little more flex than I thought. Sorry for the ring noise there, but it ends up actually on a really good line. And yeah, so all these guys in great position. Adam a little far back, so we'll go back with him, see how he manages the second shot. This is a tricky one, but he can still get up and down for eagle. Goes through the gap. I believe that's his general, so you can see the fade on it there. Nicely done. Gonna have a little bit of a throw in left, but let's see if he can get it done from 33 meters with his sinus. And he remains pretty perfect. I guess the last hole was a little tough, but here we go with Reese after a nice drive. Elects to go sticky Sampo. I think he powered it down a little bit because that's a little bit much from back there. That's why he's going just a touch long, but it's safe, and he's got a look, and he's really good with the fuse, so I can't imagine this giving him too much trouble in a one wind. Puts that bottom chevron kind of right center, top of the chains, and bam. So nicely done. Eagle from Reese, minus 28 now. Here we go with Mark. He's considering going at this. Dang it, I need to mute that ring. Is he gonna run it? Looks like he might. Taking a long look at this with his Vanguard. I'm curious to see if he makes this. And he's got to be contemplating if he really wants to run this or not. Oh, there we go. I thought my game froze or something. So he's just gonna, he actually changes disc to his sinus. The beast. Stamp at least. Perfectly thrown down to the bottom here for an easy eagle. Probably a wise choice for Mark there, which is going to put him at minus 29 after that eagle. If he makes it, he does. And now we get to see Nori was even a little closer. 58 meters. Is he going to... Oh, that's a quick decision from him. He says, nope, I'm having a good round. And makes the quick, wise decision to just get the eagle. It looks like we're going to have a nice eagle frame on this hole. Great job, fellas.
Foxtail 8. Adam has been playing super well as he usually is. And looks like he's going for the eagle. Doesn't really need it to be in the top 20 and get to the finals. But he doesn't play for top 20. He plays for the win. Respectable. Glide skip strive. It's the tiniest little stick. But stays in bounds, barely. Unlucky and lucky. Now Nouri, one stroke behind Adam. Yeah. Backhand and a sapphire on his hands. Just playing it safe, playing it smart. Ain't nothing wrong with that on this hole. Super random to even get a skip, to get down there for a look. Easy peasy. Now Cheese, 28 under, having a super bad round. Glide water skip captain, interesting choice. Get some collision. Nice water skip, really nice. MM93, not the most aggressive player, probably playing it safe, even with only 29 under. Yeah, he's got the fortress in his hands. Oh no. Early collision and he's way back. It's gonna be... Yeah, he's just reaching. Probably the smartest choice. Now he has the glide skip paradigm. Decides to go for it. He needs to go for this at this point. Looking perfect. Gets the skip. Got some kind of a look. Adam from way back here. Got the glide skip strive. Has to be some kind of a trick shot, but this man is one of the best pizza box throwers ever in the game. So he has that creativity. He has the trick shots. where are you looking at him? Up in the sky. It's gonna be a sky high, sir. It's gonna stall out. It was a super difficult shot. Now Reese, his bad round is just getting worse and worse. This is the glide water skip adder. Just trying to get down there. Save his par. That was decent. Now Nouri from the layup spot. Just takes the default easy birdie. Yeah, he's not missing these. Maybe once in a lifetime. Yeah, dead center. Now Adam for his third shot. Another weird spot, but this is where the creativity comes in handy. It's got the, what is this? Accurate sticky stag. Huge hyzer. It's gonna roll. Nah. It's gotta look not the easiest. Yeah, 24 meters he's making this. Creativity is super important, and Adam has that shit down. Unlucky. The baskets are a little lower in Foxtail. Now Mark from 56 meters, he has to make this. Sticky sinus, again going straight at it, powers it down a little bit. Can he make it? Probably the most disciplined player we have, and that's why he's one of the best ever. Just missed to the right, but yeah, he's having a terrible round and he's still watching this way. sharply. Most players would be just blasting it over the over the basket and trying to get it over with. Reese from 134, can he make it? Yes, he can. Back to you, AC.
All right, exciting hole there. Thanks again, Puss Puss, for the added commentary and entertainment as always. Appreciate it. So Nori off the tee takes the lead after that rough hole 8 from Adam. He finally has a little bit of a hiccup. So Nori gets his, dies a little bit, but it's dry. Here we go with Reese. Pulls out his more understable water skip, the captain. Oh man. Honestly, that's why I just don't like the captain. I can't control it. I never was able to. So I was surprised he was trying a big flex shot with it rather than kind of a straight pull. I wonder if he thought he had the water skip, because I think he has a water skip rive in his bag too. I'm curious to ask him about that. But that was perfectly done with the captain. Not sure why he didn't do that the first time. Mark up. Water skip world. If you haven't tried the world out, it's another fantastic distance driver. Very similar to the Rive, but got a little more turn, a little less fade. Great disc. Tried it out for quite a while. Ended up going back to the Rive. And here we go, Adam, after his bogey on the last hole. He goes with his water skip paradigm. Just a straight pull. You can tell a little frustration there. Oh my goodness. How did that get through the water there? Interesting, but good fortune there from Adam, man. Here we go, Nori. Oh, did he get collision there, or did it just die off? No, out of bounds. Not how he wanted to end. Tough second shot there for Nori. Here we go with Adam for his second shot. He says, why not another water skip paradigm? I got lucky on the first one for it to get through. This is off to the right a little bit. If it slides up the hill, yeah, he might have a little chance there. We've all thrown from right there before. Mark with his glide skip rive. And it's so hard to get that on a good line with the rive. Falls down the hill. Definitely possible to make it from there, though. We'll see if he can. Back to Reese. Goes with his captain again. Just a touch of Anheuser. That captain's going to turn for him. This looks pretty good, actually. Get a big little ground bounce up there. It does. He's going to have a look at the basket. Nicely done for Reese, other than his first little mishaps off the tee. So this is to save his par. And he can. Minus 28 round for Reese. Definitely, I'm sure he's wishing he could have done better. He had some really tough breaks, though. Nori, after his water drop, goes for the shot just a little short, so he's going to have a tap-in par, and he shoots minus 34 for the tournament so far. Adam trying to knock it in for his eagle. Tough look. Surprised he's not aiming higher. He's throwing the Sake Bomb Slammer. I would imagine he needs a little more height, but I don't know that disc as well as the Harp. It definitely has the stability for this straight pull. I just didn't think it had. Oh, it does. Seems to have quite a bit more lift than the Harp. Again, that's not a disc I'm familiar with, so I figured he knows it better than I did. So he taps in for his birdie, minus 34. So he and Nori tied for the round, or for the tournament so far. Let's see if Mark can finish strong with a nice throw-in eagle with his fuse. Needs to get it just over the tip of the edge of that. Well, he does. He drops it in. Well done, Mark. He gets the eagle, so minus 31 for Mark. And there you go. There's the scorecards. I think Daniel accomplished what he wanted with lots of separation. That is ridiculous. With these four players to have that much separation is just wild to me. So that was a lot of fun to watch. And here we go. Let's look at the UDisc scorecard after 3 rounds. So the top 20 make it. So there's Smooth. Everyone's chasing him. Minus 38. Milo, Ezrahite, Josiah, Poika, Judah, myself, Spartacus, Mochi. There's Nuri at 34. August, Adam at minus 34. Equalizer, Via, Scout, Westy at minus 33, Chief Twit, Stever, Jumanji, Code Blue, Hi There, Isaac. Oh, and the 31s just missed it, so Mark just outside of the cut line, so tough break for Mark there. Not make it into the final round by one shot. And Reese having a horrible day, unfortunately. So many bad breaks for Reese. It's unheard of for him not to make the finals in an event like this. But there you go, the man that we're all chasing, Smoo, at minus 38. These scores carry forward into the last round. Good luck everyone that made it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video from 4 of the top players in the world at Disc Golf Valley. I love doing these. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Have a great day, and thanks for watching these guys play some DGV.